Good morning. This is Pastor Jason of Kona Faith Center with a word for today. And the word for today is live for His will. I find it interesting that Peter writes, the end of all things is at hand. They've been saying that for 2,000 years. Now, I'm in the minority on this. I don't think Jesus is coming back next week. But even if he was, it should not change how I live this week. Peter writes, therefore, be serious and watchful in your prayers. All year long, God's been calling me to a more effective prayer life, a prayer life that is lined up with His will. Earlier in the chapter, Peter writes, since Jesus suffered in the flesh, arm myself with the same mind, for he who has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he should no longer live in the lust of the flesh, but for the will of God. Now, I've spent enough of my lifetime living in the lust of the flesh. I don't think the church in the USA has any idea of what persecution is, although many of our brothers throughout the world experience real persecution every day. And while Peter talks about suffering a lot, the suffering here is the suffering of telling our flesh no, telling our flesh, shut up. The point being that we have to put up with the flesh and the desires of the flesh forever. It's time to tell the flesh to shut up and live for the will of God. Then Peter writes 3 simple commands. Above all things, have fervent love for one another. Do not grumble. Minister the gift that God has given me as a good steward of the manifold grace of God. Fervent love, no grumbling or complaining, be a good steward. Sounds like God to me. And it's easy to say, but this is a completely different thing to do. I think the key is linked to the good stewardship command. He says, minister the gift with the ability which God supplies. Love with the love which God supplies. Speak with the power of the words that God supplies. Do not think it strange when the fiery trial comes, as if some strange thing has come upon you. We are in a real war with a real enemy, and our enemy will do whatever he can to stir up our flesh, our carnal nature, our sin nature. So just be on guard. Give no place to the devil. Tell your flesh to shut up. And Peter finishes this section with a simple thought. Commit yourself to him in doing good as to the faithful Creator. Commitment, consistency. Easy to say. It requires the ability of God, the ability which God supplies to do. Commitment, consistency, doing good to the faithful Creator. Live for the will of God. The word for today is live for His will. God bless. Check in tomorrow.